I thought 10 minutes into this movie. Oh, I get it. It's Anime X-Men. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. And today we're talking about another movie. That's right. We have one more review for today. Like I said. And it's for a movie I saw in the theaters this time. And movie and TV that we do here. And today we're going to talk about My Hero Academia, the movie, World Heroes Mission. Now, this movie is directed by, let me find, I hope I'm saying your name right, sir, Kenji Nagasaki. Kenji Nagasaki directed the film. And what is, I also should point out before I begin my description, I have never seen the anime. This was my introduction, and I even got, well, it's not with me, but I got a little manga. When I saw the movie tonight, I got like a little manga, like a book. We all got a little manga, like where you read it that way, sideways. And it's backwards, rather. And essentially, so keep that in mind, be gentle when I try to riff a description of this movie. So, this movie is, but here's the thing, I could follow it pretty easily. So what's the film about? It's about, there is a hate group that is forming all over the world, that are bigots, called, what is it, like Humorize? I think it's Humorize. Yeah, Humorize. Humorize. It's an evil, like, cultish organization that has a problem with, that is trying to eliminate all people that have what they call quirks. And by quirks, they of course mean superpowers. And all over the world, there are people with quirks, many of whom seem to train in some kind of school, but they're stationed all over the world. Essentially, they're a international, multi-person, super-duper team with parts all over the world. The leader of, the central character is a fellow by the name of Deku, who is a very noble and likable leader. One day, the evil Humorize leader, plans to launch sort of a poisonous bombs, multiple bombs all over the world, and, Deku needs to stop it, and along the way he makes a friend with, a fella by the name of Rhodey, a young man by the name of Rhodey, who at first, seems to be stealing a briefcase that Deku is trying to get back. But in the process, both he and Deku end up becoming fugitives. They're essentially framed for mass murder, and they're on the run. Will they clear their names in time to stop a worldwide event that could destroy all quirks? Well, let's find out. Many laser beams and big battles will occur, and maybe even an unlikely friendship. So, here's the thing about My Hero Academia. Like I said, it's basically X-Men. It's X-Men through the lens of anime. And what's kind of interesting about this movie, I will say this, I did enjoy this movie very much. Now, for people who know, earlier this year, I watched Demon Slayer, the movie, also completely lost. And I was more on top of it in this movie than I was in Demon Slayer, but here's, I think, the biggest knock against My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission is that I didn't have that deeper sort of... First off, it's not nearly as weird in that, bizarro, gonzo, fairy tale, mystical way that Demon Slayer was. Also, I just didn't really as emotionally engage as much with it as I did in Demon Slayer. Even though I was confused, it was just so surreal, but it also had big emotion, and so that the action to me, even though I thought it went on a little long, had stakes. I truly thought that movie was something special. One thing I will say in My Hero Academia's defense right off the bat is the visuals are just stunning. Just the animation, the battle scenes, the action sequences are beautiful and amazing to see on a big screen and are totally worth the price of admission. Characters, there's a scene where they're kind of, the Deku and his new friend Rhodey and his little, bird pal are, flying across a bridge, weightlessly, and it's just a stunning scene. There's another fight, where there's a chase on a rooftop early on, there's a big battle at the end with a character who can, deflect powers. All that stuff is really fun. My biggest issue was, it just... sometimes the sensory overload just became too much for me. It was a little too much yelling exposition, a little too much action and just adventure all at once, and big noises and big colors. But I think what kind of made me end up liking it more than I was expecting, even with those problems, was I really liked the friendship with between Deku and Rory, and Rhodey rather, and I really liked their sort of burgeoning bond. I also really liked the characters. I really liked Rhodey. I thought I don't know if he's new to the series or not. Seemed like he was new to the characters, but essentially, his character, he kind of has been raising his brother and sister since he was a young man, like a younger man, and it's kind of, he has a really set goal of trying to protect them, but then you also have Deku, who, I have to say, there are a lot of kids in the audience of this movie, and I have to say, I really liked that Deku was a really good role model. I liked that he was one of those characters who, yes, he fought a lot, he did a lot of big, violent fight scenes, but he also is of the virtue of, I don't care if I die if my city is safe. And I thought that was really cool. I like that there's that level of virtue in a movie now that's going to be liked a lot by a lot of younger audiences. I liked the virtue of it. But again, my biggest issue as much was the confusion. It just went on a little too long. It was just a little too big and explodey and loud visually and just auditorily. It just... But I didn't even really have the weirdness as a ballast at a certain point, like I did with Demon Slayer, where that went on long too, and it was a little too big and explodey, but it was so... There was some variation in how the fights went, and it was kind of weird and offbeat. In this one, it really is kind of like fireball, 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 keep going, and it's just variations on it, keeping punching the same person and shooting the same person with fireballs over and over and over. And I'm just getting bigger and more powerful, fight, fight, fight. It just, after a while, it was just kind of like, you're losing me, movie, you gotta take me back. And it did, ultimately. Despite how seeming down on it, I will say this. I am definitely going to recommend this movie. Totally worth seeing in the theater. I just can't go too far with it simply on the basis of it kind of lost me a little bit. It just kind of was a little too pow. After a while, it just kind of wore on me. That was me personally. And mind you, I'm not 12 years old anymore. I'm, certain high energy levels I can take, but I think there's a limit, and I feel like at a certain point, I did just kind of go like, there was a point, kind of 20 minutes before the end where I'm like, are we winding up, wrapping up soon? Because I just was kind of getting tired of it, but despite that, I did like the characters, and I would totally see another one of these movies, just maybe wait a year or two. But I don't know if I can watch the series every week. I don't think I have the bandwidth to do that. I hear they're doing a live-action American version with Legendary. I'm like, how? But, yeah, that's basically it. You know what? Just to be fair, I was going to give this a matinee, but I think that the action in and of itself and the visuals are enough to bump it up ever so slightly to 2 blocks. I'm going to give My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission 4 to 5 stars. I wanted more from it, I wanted more depth, but it was a fun time, and I really did like the relationship between Rory and, not Rory, damn it, Rhodey, rather, and Deku. Although at times it did feel like, can they just be a couple? The reason I say that is because it does seem like there's this kind of, I'm gonna sound really juvenile, I'm not meaning to be. There's a moment where they have like a song that's in Japanese with like subtitles. That is really is a love ballad, and I was kind of like, it's kind of homoerotic. I don't know, I was just kind of like, are they just friends? It's okay if they're not just, if they're more than just friends, but just, like, say it. Like, it's okay. I'm kidding. Silly Grant. Alright, yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. Let's close the book on My Hero Academia. Good movie. Wish I just got more emotionally invested in it, that's all. And I also just think Demon Slayer really... I hate to compare it, because it is like Apples and Oranges, but Demon Slayer really set the bar high earlier this year. This was maybe just a little bit of a come down. But, yeah. I do get why this is popular. That's one thing I can carry over from my Demon Slayer thing. I get why this, especially with younger audiences, this is really super popular. Okay. So, closing the book on that. Let's talk trailer trash. We only got a few this time. Only some of it's new, though. We got Spider-Man No Way Home. Can't talk today. Spider-Man No Way Home. Looks fun. Talked about it before. This is a new one. Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City. This looks like shit. I'm gonna be real with you guys. This movie, I'm gonna see it. Apparently, I'm gonna see it. Just because, of course, I'm gonna see it. But Man, these effects look really PS2. I'm sorry, but these do not look like they belong in any movie that came out within the last 2 decades. These look really bad effects, but yeah. We'll see in Thanksgiving. Maybe a surprise. It's also directed by the same guy who did 47 Meters Down, which is a movie I really didn't like. I'm kind of in the minority, it seems, of people who really kind of thought that movie was a waste of time. Alright, Eternals, seeing it Thursday. I am getting sick of the trailer, though. I can pretty much recite it at this point. Encanto, I'm already getting sick of this trailer, too. Looks cute. Kind of out of place in this movie, though. The Kingsman, or The Kingsman, rather, looks like fun. And The Matrix Resurrections looks like fun. I'm excited for it. Also getting kind of sick of the trailer, although it is pretty badass. What was your format? Yeah, there was. Throughout the credits, there was like little epilogue parts, so it's worth sticking around for. Alright. So we're going to go for now. We are going to talk tomorrow night, however, about Antlers as well as Army of Thieves. Sunday night, we're talking Mouthful of Air. Monday, I'm seeing Dune again. I don't know if I'm going to do a video on it. Probably not. But then Eternals, Finch, and hopefully Spencer. And that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does, but that's what you're supposed to do, or so I've been told. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, including my ongoing 31 movies of Halloween, you can check me out on Letterboxd.com at Grant, the movie and TV guy. Some of you already have, and even if you haven't, or even if you didn't, I want you all to know, you guys are loved. You all deserve to take care of yourself, take care of one another, take care of your mental health. I love you all. Thank you all. Take care. Have a good night. Bye.